Hello beings, welcome to the experience. My name is Douglas Flamino, and today you will see here a social experiment on the topic, who wins? A gorilla or 100 people? Leave a like for this great top quality entertainment topic and comment Pocahontas. Well, first of all, I'd like to say that on this channel there are videos like this that will change your life. Videos that leave a really cool message, videos that make you reflect. This isn't that kind of video, okay? This is the typical video of a conversation between male friends. It's very common for male friends to get into this kind of discussion with a lot of engagement, like, no, let's really argue about this. Let's get into a deep topic and study it scientifically here to see who would win, a gorilla or 100 humans. So what are we going to do? We're going to take these people's arguments and pit them against each other to find out who has stronger arguments, the gorilla team or the humans team. When I began questioning myself about this, for me, the answer was clear. But people made arguments that made me pause and think, so I said, wait a minute. He has a point. Well, and here in the video we had several different arguments. For example, the gorilla's strength always comes up.
I think the gorilla.
Why?
Because I think he's bulkier, stronger, he could beat up a lot more humans. For example, check what area he's in, whether he's in his own, like the dense forest.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
It can make a bit of a difference. Now, if it's in a closed ring, then your argument is, I agree with your argument.
But it could also be the training, right? Some mention the training of humans. If it's a highly trained human, he's much more effective than 5 humans with no training at all.
At least 100 men to beat a gorilla. I think it's less than that. 20 well-trained men could win.
No way.
Yes.
But ordinary men, not those trained for this, like those you meet on the street.
No, there's no way.
Even if there were 100?
Even if there were 100, they wouldn't be able to.
Do you really think this training makes that much of a difference?
In an anthill, unity brings strength. Humans, however, lack full coordination. He'll do everything he can to defend himself, but not to defend himself as part of a group.
What kind of training do you think would be best for those 20 men you think you could handle?
Usually, in this case, the training would be, if it were for a group defense, it would be military-type training or personal defense training.
Like Krav Maga?
Yes.
In your opinion, then, would 20 be enough? 20 well-trained ones?
Yes.
100 untrained people can't handle the gorilla?
No way.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on the suit.
I believe that if there were a structure for these men to organize themselves, to come up with a strategy to prepare for the duel, I believe so. But if you always picked people randomly and had them fight the gorilla, I believe that since the gorilla has much greater physical strength than humans, yeah, I think in a fair fight, the gorilla would win.
Okay, so let's suppose we gave people an hour to train their strategy and then threw them into a coliseum an hour later. Do you think that with the strategy of 100 men, they could handle it?
I think an hour wouldn't be enough. I think it's because you'd have to evaluate the group, see who would be the strategist, who could attack, who could stay on defense.
With enough time, do you think it would be possible then for them to handle it strategically?
I believe so.
There are also arguments related to human logic. Since humans are rational, they can be very low in a fight, very cruel.
The gorilla, man, a man, right? In himself, he really has that rational aspect, right?
Yes.
So, he's always going to try to come up with some strategy, which in practice might not work against a gorilla that's I don't know how many meters tall and has the strength of 15 men. So, I don't think he has a chance. Maybe if they contain him with some kind of weapon or instrument.
No, not there.
Right? Besides that, Mano, you can't do it by hand. Have you seen the blanket?
Blanket?
Yeah.
No.
It's when you grab a guy and throw some kind of sheet over him. There you go. It would be a great strategy for you to catch anyone.
Take away his vision?
Yeah. Of course, it would have to be a giant blanket, you know? But it would work because then he wouldn't have vision.
This strategy is new. No one had mentioned it before.
By the way, let me take this opportunity. This already occurred in the barracks. There was a kid who snitched on everyone there because everyone bought chocolate during recruitment. During recruitment, you don't have access to a cell phone. You don't have any contact with the real world out here, you know? So bro, he snitched on everyone. What happened during the night? At 3 in the morning, Manta woke up not knowing anything, you know? So I think it would be a strategy that with gorilla there would work really well.
That blanket thing is cruel, right? Wow. Have you ever served in the army or heard of this blanket thing? What a mean thing and another thing, right? We're talking about a totally normal person, but what if they picked random people and among them was Bitello?
Bitello would win against the gorilla.
No, I think it's impossible.
You think the gorilla can lift that total ref mug? He can't. Damn, this is like Bitello, bro. The gorilla was never a construction helper. He's not from growth. No, Bitello has it all, man. He has history, strength, charisma.
100 ordinary people, not from growth.
He wins too, man. Thinking in a more realistic world, the gorilla is going to get tired at some point. And it's 100 humans, sure, 30 might die, but there will still be 70 left, you know?
Even if they're weak guys like that?
Yeah.
Who can't even bench 20 kilos?
Bro, you see the Muay Thai guys, they're skinny, in quotes, right? Muscle isn't the same as performance.
If there were 100 Muay Thai fighters,
No way. I doubt a gorilla could run a 21-kilometer marathon. The 100 humans go, then start running one by one. If each human runs 1 kilometer, that's 100 kilometers. Do you think the gorilla could do it? If you take Mafra, our partner from growth, a runner, he runs badly. I also run badly. Mafra, I love you, but Mafra is all about running for entertainment. If he runs 20 kilometers, the gorilla falls asleep. Then bam, he's outside, spots a rock and hits the gorilla on the head. Oh, but his head is strong. 20 to the gorilla's head. Although I wouldn't be able to kill a gorilla. Gorillas are awesome. Man, Tarzan.
I'm vegan. I shouldn't be asking this.
I don't get why they want to kill a gorilla. Why do 100 humans suddenly want to kill a gorilla for no reason?
Yeah, right? He's just there, living and eating his banana.
The gorilla is with us. We're with you, gorilla. I was just talking about killing the gorilla. 20 on the head of an intelligent human beats the gorilla. After all, don't kill the gorilla.
What's worse is that to this day, no one has said what the selection criteria for the 100 humans is, right? Whether it's random or if it's like, no, let's pick the most average humans possible. No one talked about that. They picked people of the world and hit the triangle to randomize. Boom! With 100 people, there would surely be someone strong and heavy.
Why do you guys keep doing this? What a pain, man. Just wait a minute. 100 monkeys, right?
100 monkeys.
Calorie. It's going to be tough. 1 man against 100 gorillas?
That's right.
Isn't it 100 men against 1 gorilla?
Wait, it's 100 men against 1 gorilla.
And the gorilla can handle 15?
Yeah, the gory.
No way.
Damn, man. How is it so similar in person, man?
I'm gonna freak out, man. The gorilla lost because there are more than 15. 15 plus 15, 30 plus 15.
In theory, yes, but
That's it, right?
if 15 and the gorilla ran into each other and killed 3, would that affect the others emotionally?
Yeah, he could take out those first 13 with a 2% margin of error. But then he dies, right? With a lot of knives and all that. But when is this set? If it's set in prehistoric times, there are no weapons, nothing. Maybe, I don't know, a spear. If it's nowadays, it could be a
No, everyone fights hand to hand.
hand-to-hand with punches.
Yeah, everyone with punches.
Scientifically based on my studies, man. Could it be the human man? Because he thinks like a gorilla, but he has much more... he evolves, right, man? The gorilla evolved there, and that's it, right? I think so. I think the gorilla will beat those guys up, but then he'll be killed, right?
All right, then.
That's my theory, because I know about planets, not gorillas, right?
I believe it's like this, man. 100 humans would beat a gorilla like this. If they were trained humans, like with big arms like this, you know? 100 humans who know what they're doing, who can think of a strategy. Because it's a gorilla, man. A gorilla, if you compare, if it gives a hug, it takes out 3 of me. And I'm not small, you know? If we use the fat guys as sacrifice, we're gonna tire the guys out, right? What do we think, man? If the gorilla doesn't run thinking we'll eat him, at least he'll grab a leg, right? We're the tank squad. You play, we're the tanks, soft tank.
Go on, there are about 10 tanks.
Take about 10 tanks, use the medium ones, and go over the big ones. Aim for the gorilla's eyes. Without them, he'll attack randomly. If you lack a strategy, the big ones become food for the gorilla to finish the fight. You get it?
It'll keep his calories up.
Protein, is it a fat gorilla?
It's a regular gorilla.
It's because if it were fat, when it bites to defend itself, you might get the urge. You know? Because sometimes we don't always eat because we want to. We bite and get the urge and we keep going, you know? We grab a snack. The second one is the urge, you know?
So the battle depends a lot on the hunger of the competitors, right?
That's right, that's right. The stomach moves things. Stacking 10 big guys on the gorilla could work.
How much do you weigh?
150, gorilla 220.
That would be 1.5 tons.
Did you get it, or?
The gorilla lies down.
He lies down on a soft bed, you know?
The food part makes a big difference sometimes. Because there's something called calorie expenditure. For you to do activities, you also depend on this calorie expenditure. It's like the fuel for living beings. For example, if a mother is going to spank her child because he did something very wrong, she's going to burn about 100 calories. Imagine if she had triplets and they all did the same thing. She'd have to be fair, right? Divide the spanking equally because all three did the same thing. So she's going to burn that same amount of calories for each child. So the last child will in theory get spanked less because the mother will be weaker since she already burned calories on the first one, you know? So, okay, if a gorilla is very well fed, how long can it keep doing physical activities? And what about humans? Will they be well fed? If someone isn't, they can't last 3 minutes fighting the gorilla.
Man, 100 men, I think up to like 20, the gorilla can take down. But at some point, he's gonna get tired.
Do you think he wouldn't kill fast enough to the point where he wouldn't have time to get tired?
Man, I don't think so. If 100 men rush him at once, maybe. But if it's one at a time, we lose. They're going to come from behind, from the front. He won't know how to defend himself from...
No, but 100 men won't fit at once. Oh. Around a gorilla, how many people would fit around a gorilla?
But then you have to go one after the other.
Oh.
It can't be like in the movies where they go one at a time against the hero. At least 4 must go at once.
Groups of 4? Oh.
Yeah, I think that beats the gorilla.
It depends. I think the men.
The men? But for what reason?
I think the first ones would go with Vasco. But I think that later, like, the last ones will keep hiding and get the gorilla from behind. I think the 100 men would win.
But now, my subscribers and people who are here watching this video, it's your time to shine. Leave your argument here. Defend your point about why you think one would win or the other would win. Let's see who wins the argument. Do you enjoy debating topics like this too? If you enjoyed this video, leave a like so I know. Sometimes I'll make videos like this too, and that's okay. Share your idea for a social experiment or a video I can try in 30 days. See you in the next experiment.
Man, check out Caesar. Those guys over there look sketchy. But Caesar, bro, Caesar is tough, man.
Damn, what if we give this creatine to the gorilla? Bro,